gotta turn off the light. Cause you turn the light when you do your nails. I'm like, well, I blow dry on this little fan, not the big one. You put your hands under the little fan. I'm like, where are you going? Where are you going, Ken? Where are you going, Hung? Where are you going? He was like, I'm done, $25. I'm like, $25? So today's my first story time ever, and I've done other story times, but they never got published because they weren't that good. Okay, so today's story time is for real. Like, this happened yesterday. It happened Friday, and it was on my birthday. So like, excuse my hair. I'm just trying to chill with y'all. So this time, to get y'all blankets. Yep, get your little blankets. Okay. And get your favorite stuffed animal. This is just the stuffed animal that's near me. Yep, I won this. So let's start the story. So I went on my birthday. So I went to add something for breakfast. Then I went to the movies to see Ride Along Part 2. It was good. And then I went to see Ride Along Part 2. Then I went to lunch. And then I went to go get my nails done. So I'm going to put a picture like right here, or like, I'm gonna stop talking, then you're gonna see the picture. Okay, now you're back. So that is how my nails supposed to be done, okay? And I want it to be exactly like that, or close, very close to it. And then, so when I went to the nail salon, I was at the car dealership like a week ago, and I called this nail salon because it's near like a big mall. And I was like, and I've seen it a lot. I was like, so how much are your 4 sets? Do you take walk-in? Stuff like that. It was like 4 sets or like 4 sets or $25. And they were like, okay, thank you. And then I hung up. So then the day of, I called my mom, and then I was like, I took some other ones. It's different for the nail design. You can see the nail design right there. So then I called them back and was like, hello. I'm like, hello. And then it was like, I was like, do you take walk-ins? Yes, we do. I'm like, how much are your 4 sets? $25? Did that include 1 nail design? No, it doesn't. There's $3 more. That's what the guy said at the car dealership. That's what I said on the phone. But that day it was a female. She was like, no, it's $5. $5 each nail set for 1 design on each hand. I'm like, okay, but I talked to the guy like a week ago, and he said it was only $3. She was like, no, it's $2, $5. No, there's $5 and no, $5, 1 design. Like, okay, thank you. They go, okay. That was the conversation. I was like, okay. I was like, mine's $5, so it's gonna be $30 instead of 28. So then I was like, okay, I'm cool with it. Mom was like, okay, I'm cool with it. It's my birthday, so why not splurge on myself? So then, so we ended up going there, and it's near our house. So we was at a different movie theater, not the one near our house. So we ended up coming back, and then after lunch, so we ended up going getting our nails done. So I thought it was gonna take 30 minutes, but it ended up taking like 2.5 hours. But I was okay with it, enjoying myself, pampering myself. So this guy, I ended up getting there. And then I'm like, so I showed him the picture on my phone. I was like, so you can do this. And then it was like, okay, so I got a video though. So before I went there, some told me like something could go happen, good or bad. It's just my first nail experience. Show a video, just take a video of stuff. So it was like 8 seconds. So I showed the video that I'm about to get my nails done. I showed my nails before. So this is my nail afterwards. So I'm gonna show it, but I'm gonna show the video. Okay. Hey guys, I'm in the car. I'm going to get my nails done for the first time. So, I mean, they're just, you know. Okay, bye. Like this. Okay. So, then you saw the video. So, that is the video. So, I'm going in happy as ever. Come on, let's go. I'm happy getting my nails done first time. So, I get my nails done and I go in there. So, then I was like, so you can do this. And it was like, that $33. And I'm like, $33. You said $25. Like, I called twice. And then he was like, no, you didn't see the shape. Cause I like my almond shape, not stiletto, but almond shape. And it was like, no, you didn't see the shape. So I'm like, $33. I didn't plan on spending that money. So, so my mom was like, well, if this was not going to be $25, it's her first time as her birthday, so it's not going to be $25. So literally 2 blocks away was another nail salon, and I knew the price. So I was like, okay, I can go there, just tell me yes or no. So then it was like, the manager came. So she like, yes, okay, she can do it for $25. And not that long though, not that long. And then I was like, okay. And then my mom was like, she can't be that long, she only blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. So then I get to the nail salon. I sit down. So you gotta pick the nail color. So I'm like, nail color. I show him the picture. I was like, what goes to this nail color? He's like, you gotta choose. You got to choose. Like, you gotta choose. Nobody can choose for you because you may not like it. Once you get it, you can't change. You gotta charge. That's the cost. You can't change it. You gotta pick. So I'm like, you the nail technician, like, help me find the color of your color base to match the color I want. I thought you're a nail technician, you should be able to do that. And then she was like, okay. And then she kept on grabbing it, like kept on like snatching on my hand. She was like, no, let me do it now. Now she wanna do it. So then I'm like, okay. So then she's doing it, trying on my nails. So I'm like, okay, I'll choose this note. So I'll choose this color. This color is cute though, it's cute. But it's lighter than the picture, you see. So then I ended up getting my nails done by this guy named Ken. That's his American name, real name Hung. So then I'm like, so you get it. He can barely understand me. I can barely understand him, but it's whatever. So then this other guy started coming around. So we already agreed on the price. It's $25 for full set and $30 for the nail design. So I'm like, okay. So then this other nail technician guy, he ended up coming. He's also Asian. And then I'm like, he's gonna come down and start speaking to my nail technician in this other language that I do not understand. So like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? So I'm just watching the news. Take somebody, do something so I don't have to listen to this, because they can really be cussing me out, saying whatever in their other language. And I'm just like, boy, why? So I'm like, around me, boo, speak English. So my mom already said that, but I'm like, she didn't want me to choose the Asian nail salon because they do that a lot. So she's like, choose the Caucasian one, the African American one, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't, so I'm like, whatever. And then my mom just looking at me like, I'm like, so then he did it once and then it stopped. Okay, we can move on. Then he came back and started speaking to him in another language and then talking about how we usually do this for $7 more and stuff like that. And I'm like, but we already, my mom was like, but we already talked to the manager. She already agreed to that price. So, and then that's my mom was like, she was like, that's why I don't like going to these type of stores, because they don't like to go to the Asian because they like to speak in their language and we don't understand. So then I was like, okay. So then we're moving on. So then he ended up speaking to my mom and the other guy that came, and then he speaks English well enough. So we ended up talking about Jackie Chan, blah, 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 fresh hour, blah, blah, blah. So we ended up talking about, we had a good time, he leave. So then we was wondering who's the owner of this place. And it was like that lady up there at the counter in the gray shirt. I was like, oh, okay. And then, so the lady ended up coming down. And then, just to back to our story, this is not a ghetto shop. This is like in a nice neighborhood. Like this is this nice neighborhood. So it should be treated nice. So then the owner came. And then she started speaking to another language with my technician. I'm like, girl, boy, stop. So then they kept speaking another language, and then I don't know. And then my mom was like, what, if you actually do a good job? She's like, yes, you understand. You understand. No, we don't understand. We just assuming something, okay? We just assuming something. So then he was like, yes. And I was like, okay. So then this lady, she came back a second time speaking in another language around me. And all I hear like, and that's all I hear. That's all I understand. And then I'm like, girl. So then I'm like, okay, whatever. So then this lady comes back a third time talking to my nail technician disrupting me. I'm trying to enjoy myself. Get pampered. Do my nails, hunty. Do my nails. Okay. And then the lady coming back speaking another language, talking about the situation, how they usually cost $7 more. That's what we assuming. And it ended up being that way. So I'm like, my mama like, my child is trying to enjoy herself getting pampered, and you keep on coming here and distracting her nail technician. She was like, we're not talking, she was distracting her. She's like, we're not talking to you. We're not talking to you. We're talking to Hong, the employee, Ken. We're talking to him. We're like, but you're talking over us in customer. If you want to tell him, the best thing to do is to pull him over and talk to him on the side. Not while we're getting our nails done, things like that, while I'm getting my nails done. She was like, so like, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my employee. I'm talking to my employee. I'm talking to Ken. I'm talking to Hong. I'm like, girl, but you're talking over us. Like, girl, can you pull him to the side? And so I'm just quiet. I'm just like, my mama's about to handle this in the most professional and dignified way. And then, so then she handled it. And then this lady, for real, going back and forth with my mother. So, like, before this happened, we was about to go to this salon, like, all the time, getting nails done on point. Like, yes. But no, customer service was not on point. So this lady going back and forth with my mother, like, we wasn't talking to you. This is my customer. Then the manager who agreed to the price, she was like, do you want me to fire her? Do you want me to fire her? I'll fire her. Do you want me to fire her? I'll fire her. And I'm like, my mom was like, that's your choice. You are the business owner. That's up to you. There's nothing to do with me. And then this lady for real doing it. So then they put this color on. And then this guy turned off the light. Cause you turn the light when you do your nails. I'm like, well, I blow dry on this little fan, not the big one. You put your hands under the little fan. I'm like, where are you going? Where are you going, Ken? Where are you going, Hung? Where are you going? He was like, I'm done, $25. I'm like, $25? No, I don't want this. I don't want this. It was basically looking like that. I want the design. I want the design. So then he was like, oh, I'm done. I'm like, design. So I get the phone out, show the picture. I'm like, do you see this picture? Do you see this picture? And do you see my nails? No, it does not mirror this. It's not similar. And then I'm like, I don't like this. You are not done. Get your butt back here and finish these nails. So then, and then he was like, I don't know how to do this design. But for real, in the conversation, he said he been doing nails for 17 years. 17 years. So then this guy, he like, oh, and so like, and he was meanwhile he was talking to us, he was telling little lies. He was like, oh, I own my own nail salon in Nova, Michigan, and then I know that I to do that things. And I'm like, so why you working here? And your wife work in another place? Do your wife work there? This my mom asked him like, no. Then after getting farther away, he's like, I sold my share. I'm like, his stuff wasn't connected. He was telling the stories, but getting to the point. It was like, then they called somebody over here, and I'm like, who gonna do this design? Who gonna do this design? And it's like, I don't know how to do that. I can call somebody over. This was one white lady in this place of all Asians. And I'm like, so you gonna do my nails? Because this is not done. I'm not happy with this. Like, no, hunty, boo-boo. No, bruh. So this lady ended up coming down, and then she was like, okay, we get the lay down. We're like, we don't have the rhinestone. We don't have the thong. I'm like, this place is a nice place, big and everything like that. And you don't have rhinestones. So then I would end up going. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, I know it's okay, whatever. Because I'm like, I want my nails done. My mom's taking care of this. She was like, you don't have rhinestones. What can you supplement this? Can you put it, do a different stone, things like that? We don't have rhinestones. I'm like, you don't have rhinestones. And then this lady, I guess she was mad. So she had these little plastic things. And then she started throwing them down on the table like hard as ever. Hold on, okay, so this is a book, okay, and these are my business cards, so I'm about to put them down, and she put them, it's for them. She was like, and speaking different language. I'm like, girl, lady, girl. So then she was like, rhinestones. So then they had these little ugly rhinestones with little stars, and it was ugly as ever, ugly. So I'm like, no, thank you. And then they had the little diamond ones, so like, can you see it? Okay, so like, then they had those. My clothes on. It was easy as ever. This design literally took like 1 minute. Like, it was easy as ever. How can you be doing nails for 17 years and not know how to do this? It was easy. Like, I could do it. Like, my sister, who is 2.5, could do that pretty good. I'm like, whatever. So finally going, and it was like, usually we do this for $7 more, $7 more. They keep on saying $7 more, $7 more. We were gonna be regulars for $7 more, sweetie. For $7 more, you get all this chaos, and we could be regulars. You just wasted money. So then the white lady named Ellen, she was like, girl, but then she was like, well, just let it go. Just let, I don't speak Asian. So just let it go. Just let it go. And then she was like, go. Then the girl, she would start cussing the owner. She was like, F. I'm like, okay. And then, I'll text them later. And then she was like, so then my mom needed change. She had 20s on me, so it was $30. So then she gave him a 20, because you know, if you give him 40, they'd be like, okay, thank you, you get $1 back. I'm like, boo, it was only $30 though, it was only 30. So then she gave him a 20, and they gave her two 10s, and then she gave him a 20 and 10. And then she was like, you get the thing, you give me your receipt, you'll get it when she's done drying her nails. So it finally dried and everything like that. It wasn't the best work, because you don't see on some of my nails, it's not even look all the way, like, put the color on it. But I mean, it's decent, so it's good. But that was my first nail experience, and it was not good. But I mean, the nails are right, they're cute, so that's good.